No matter what else is going on, perfection is right here on a Saturday afternoon. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins offense who will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Handoff from the gun. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unleashes one. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun. Wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Reels it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, Dave.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Joseph escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. The fake and wants to throw. Right side, it's Fleming. And he's still running after the move. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Terrapins have moved it inside the 20. To the air, it's Washington. Left side, it's Durr. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Turns out it's Durr. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Driven back.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Throwing Joseph. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second down coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Joseph. Under pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Look out! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing Joseph. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. It's Rigby. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Right down the boulevard. That gets them back to within 10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Joseph. Caught over the middle. It's Kearney. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Joseph. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Durr. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Danzy. Swamped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Buying time to his right. Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they...
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They put the brakes on it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal. This one a 37-yarder. Oh, he missed it. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit. The guys, it remains at 3 scores. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's Webb. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Howard. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. The give is to Williams. Got enough for the 1st down. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Defense in press coverage. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
2nd down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Williams. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Durr. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, 1st one of the game. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Move to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Joseph finds his back in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him.
He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Making the adjustment. Again, it's Joseph. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Joseph to throw for it on fourth. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll line up to go for two. Again, it's Joseph. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Delayed give. It's Coleman Williams. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. In the red area, it's Danzy. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Timeout called here on defense. offense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. It's first down from the 11. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Can't get him to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want that clock to run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Joseph. Out wide right, it's Rigby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback's treating this like a free play. Here's a throw downfield late.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Quarterback changing the play. Joseph from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
In traffic, it's Rigby. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Right side, it's Kearney. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been...
Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been set.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception